Hello investors, welcome back to your number one place for all your investing needs. So today we're going to be discussing the top 5 cloud computing stocks to buy in 2020. Now with the world in panic over the coronavirus, businesses are moving to a new normal, which means that we have to adapt and start moving to the cloud computing technologies. Businesses are trying to find new ways to, run their business by moving into cloud space, and that is something that we have to look into right now. Before we discuss the top 5 cloud stocks, let's get over 300 likes on this video, so go ahead and smash that like button for me. I think you guys can definitely destroy it and get over 300 for me. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and leave a comment below. Are you invested in any cloud stocks currently, and what is your plan for the future? If you guys want to sign up for Webull, you get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you deposit your first $100. If you want to sign up for Robinhood, you receive a free stock worth up to $300, and you can also sign up for M1 Finance, link in the description. Alright guys, so the number 5 stock on our list is going to be ticker symbol OKTA. So this OKTA provides cloud software that helps companies manage and secure user authentication into modern applications, and for developers to build identity controls into applications, website, web services, and devices. So what we can see with this company, they had earnings in March, which they did very good with the earnings. Now something to look at, before the coronavirus came around, this stock was trading at around $133. It went down to about a $96 low. And from that $96 low, in the past 2 months, it's went up over $100. So over 100% gain it's made right there. Currently it's trading at $192.49. It went up about $4.75 on Friday, about 2.53%. If we look at their 52-week high, we're at the 2-week high right now, and then the 52-week low is when the coronavirus was going on right there. Their market cap is actually pretty low with only 23.98 billion. But something to look at with these cloud stocks is obviously a lot of companies and businesses are going to have to transfer to them because they have to find new ways to run their businesses. Now, if we take a look at some of the key data, let's take a look at their revenue for the past 5 years. So their revenue right here, if we can see, for 2016, it was 85.9 million. 2017, 160.8 million, so it doubled. And then 2018, 256.5 million, so almost doubled again. And then in January 2019, it was almost at 400 million. And now in January 2020, it's over 586 million. So in the past, 4 or 5 years, it's made over 500 million more, per share. And if we look at their total revenue, obviously it's the same as that previous one. And then if we look at their cost of revenues, 36 million in 2016, 55 million in 2017, 80 million in 2018, 113 million in 2019, and 159 million in 2020. And then their gross profit, obviously they're profiting, so that is something to look at in the company. 49.9 million in 2016, 104.9 in 2017, 175.8 in 2018, 285.8 in 2019, and in 2020 they profited 426.7 million. Now down here you can take a look at some of their operating expenses and things like that, but you can obviously do that on your own if you just come to the website and take a look at all this other stuff. But the company is doing very well. They're profitable. They're making, they're doing very well. If we take a look at their earnings, like I said, announcement date was March 5th, 2020. The EPS actual was negative 1 cent per share. EPS surprise beat by 0.4 cents. And then the revenue actual, it was 167.33 million. Revenue surprise was beat by 10.77 million. So they beat the earnings. That's something that everybody is looking at. And they have earnings coming up again, actually, in about 4 days on the 28th. It should be around the 28th, and they have, they want their estimated revenue is supposed to be higher than the previous one at around 171.56 million. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on this one and see what happens for the rest of the year and continue if it's going to continue to grow or not. The number 4 stock on our list is going to be CRM, which is Salesforce. So Salesforce, they provide customer relationship management services and also sells a complementary suite of enterprises applications focused on customer services, marketing, automation, analytics, and application development. So this stock, actually, I am invested in myself because they have earnings coming out on Thursday. I believe that is the 28th of May. And this is a company that I'm actually looking at for the future, and it's one of the cloud stocks that is not at a super high price as the other ones are. So as you can see, currently trading at $177.85 per share. It was up about $2.59 or 1.48% on Friday at the close. Before the coronavirus, this stock was trading at 193.36 cents. It dropped down all the way to a low of about $124. Over here it says 52-week low, $115. So that is the low, that is the high right there. Their PE ratio is 57.96. If we take a look at their market cap, it's 159.96 billion. This stock, I'm invested in myself, like I said. Now, if we take a look at their revenue, obviously, and revenue and the cost of the revenues, and then the gross profit, obviously the company is profiting. So once again, you can see the numbers right there. They're profiting every year: 2016, 17, and 18, 19, and even 20 now. It just keeps on increasing and increasing and increasing every year, which is something that you want to look at as well, because you want a company that's going to be increasing their gross profits, overall. You don't want a company that's going to be increasing and decreasing constantly. So this company is definitely another one to keep an eye out on, because it keeps on increasing their revenue. If we take a look at their earnings, obviously for it was on February 25th, 2020. The EPS actual was 0.66 cents. The EPS surprise was beat by 10 cents, and then the revenue actual was 4.85 billion. Revenue surprise by beat by 95.04 million. So they beat earnings, they destroyed earnings. If we take a look here, like I said, earnings are going to be on the 28th, and their EPS estimate is 70 cents per share, and their revenue estimate is 4.85 billion, which is about the same, which is pretty much what they got in the previous earnings. So that's their goal right now, is to have the previous earnings one right there. And that is another reason why I'm keeping an eye on this stock, because I feel like it has a lot of potential, and it hasn't moved like these other cloud stocks that I'm going to be listing, because all these other cloud stocks are already at all-time highs and way ahead of what the before the Rona situation. This one is still below that Rona situation, so I believe that this one, with some good earnings and some good guidance, can definitely destroy earnings, and hopefully we can fly on up throughout the year. All right, guys, so the number 3 pick is going to be Veeva Systems, ticker symbol VEEV. So this is an American cloud computing company focusing on pharmaceutical and life science industry applications. It works with software as a service in the global life science industry. So this one is on fire. So this stock currently is trading at $202.96. It's up about $5.49 or 2.78% on Friday at the close. Now, this stock before the coronavirus was trading at a high of about $165. It went down to a low of about $120 or $118 52-week low. And it's went, almost 100%. It's almost up 100%. It's up about 90-something percent since that low, currently. So this stock is flying. Their market cap is $30.45 billion. All right, if we take a look at their revenue, so the revenue, obviously, let's just look at the gross profits, and instead of just listing everything, because you can see their yourself right there. Their gross profits, 2016, 267 million. 2017, 376.9 million. 2018, 479.1 million. 2019, 616.9 million, and then 800 million in 2020. Obviously, down here we have some other expenses and other incomes. So this company, once again, profitable every year. It's having more gross profits, increasing yearly. That is something that we're definitely looking at. If we take a look at their earnings right here, they had earnings on March 3rd, 2020. Their EPS actual was 54 cents per share. EPS surprise was beat by 0.02 cents, and then their revenue actual was 311.51 million, with a revenue surprise of they beat by 13.10 million. So 13.10 million above the estimated revenue. They have earnings same as CRM. And the other one, they have it on May 28th. So this is next week on Thursday. The EPS estimate is 59 cents per share, with a revenue estimate of 324.85 million. So it's pretty much a little bit higher than this one. So it's pretty much these two numbers added, and that's the revenue estimate for that year. So they want to match what they did the previous quarter. And I believe that this stock is definitely going to, definitely get those earnings. And I think that this is another bright one to look at and keep an eye out on for the rest of 2020, as businesses are going to be moving, to cloud computing. Like we said, companies are definitely going to be joining these companies. All right, guys. So the number 2 stock on our list is going to be TWLO, ticker symbol TWLO. So this is a cloud computing or a cloud communication platform as a service company. TWLO allows software developers to make and receive phone calls, send and receive text messages, and perform other communication functions using its website APIs. So if we take a look here at TWLO, they're trading at $208.62. They were up about $14.62 on Friday, or about 7.54%. This stock actually blew up here at May 5th, 2020. They went up from about $116 to a high of about $180. They had huge jump up, and it's continuing to jump up more and more. They were trading at a low down here about $68, $71 before the Rona, or after, once it started. They have a market cap of 29.22 billion. So if we take a look at their key data right here, let's take a look real quick at the gross profits. So 2015, 92.5 million, 2016, 156 million, 2017, 216 million, and then 2018, 349 million, and 2019, 609 million. Wow, that is amazing. Once again, down here you can look at their operating expenses and income. If we take a look at their earnings right here real quick, so announcement, obviously that this is why the stock blew up in May 6th, 2020. They had amazing revenue, and that is why the stock just took pretty much a rocket launch up. It went up, $60, $70 real quick. EPS actual was 0.6 cents per share. EPS surprise was beat by 0.17 cents. The revenue actual was 364.9 million, which was a beat by 37.31 million. This is why the stock jumped up really like huge. The stock, almost doubled in price really quickly in the past few weeks. So announcement date for the next earnings is going to be on 2020 7/31. Their EPS estimate is actually negative 0.9 cents per share. Revenue estimate is 368.43 million. But this stock, wow, it's amazing how much it just blew up right here after those earnings. Once it beat earnings, from $113 to a high of about $208.62 currently. This stock is definitely doing very well for itself, and I believe that it's going to continue to do well because it's. I know in New York they're doing a lot of things for the companies, and all these other states are going to be asking them to do many great things for them as well. The number 1 pick for 2020 is going to be Wix.com. So this is an Israeli software providing cloud-based development services. It allows users to create HTML5 websites and move sites through the use of online drag and drop tools. So this stock is actually doing very well. So it's trading at $215.21, up about $8.40 or 4.06% on Friday. This stock was trading at around $151 high before the coronavirus, $155. Went down to about $81, 76.81 low, and it's tripled almost pretty much actually since then. So if anybody grabbed that before those lows, they made 3 times their money pretty much actually. So this is an amazing stock to take a look at. Their market cap is 11.09 billion. If we take a look right here at their revenue, their gross profits, 2015, 168.5 million, 2016, 244.8 million, 2017, 356.2 million, 2018, 476.8 million, and then 2019, 564.2 million. So they're increasing every year, which is good. That means the stock is growing, the company is growing very well. If we take a look at their earnings right here, so they had earnings on May 14th, 2020. The crazy thing about this Wix stock is I actually called it when it was trading at around $140, $140 per share before the earnings actually, and now it's trading at $215, so it went up about $55 since my last call. A lot of the options traders made a lot of money on this one, but the EPS actual was negative 1 cent per share. EPS surprise was beat by 2 cents, and then their revenue actual was 215.99 million. Revenue actually missed by 0.20 million. Their next announcement is going to be on 2020 7/24. EPS estimate is 25 cents per share with a revenue estimate of 232.65 million. So they're actually hoping to have better revenue than the previous quarter, which I believe they should. Obviously have way better revenue since more people are switching over to the cloud computing space. So another stock to keep an eye out on through 2020. All right, guys, so those are the top 5 cloud computing stocks that I'm going to be looking at for 2020. Obviously, like we say in every video, I'm not a financial advisor, so make sure you do your own research before investing into any of these stocks. Don't trade on anybody else's opinion. Make sure that it fits your criteria and that you actually want to invest in these stocks. I'm looking at some of these. I'm not going to be investing in all of them, obviously, but definitely CRM I'm actually invested in right now. So that's a disclaimer right there. If you guys enjoyed these, leave a comment below. You know, what stocks are you looking at in the cloud field, and what do you think is going to happen in the future? Are companies going to be working from home more and using, you know, the internet a lot more than they are right now? How the coronavirus has impacted, you know, our economy and our futures and the new normal pretty much for everybody. And also, yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Let's get over 300 likes on this video. If you guys want to sign up for any of the brokerages that we mentioned earlier in the video, there's links in the descriptions. You get a free stock when you sign up and you deposit some money inside. And yeah, also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.